Daniel sat on the wooden bench outside his small house. The evening breeze touched his face, yet his heart was heavy. His parents had spoken to him again. "Daniel," his mother had said earlier, "your father and I are waiting to see your wife. Don't let us grow old without grandchildren." His father's voice was firmer. "You are our only son. We want you to build your own home. Don't waste time, my boy." Daniel respected them, but the words cut deep. He wanted to marry, but how could he? He worked in a carpenter's shop, earning just enough for food and rent. He looked at his old shirt, his worn-out shoes, and sighed. What woman would want to follow me in this state? That night, as he lay on his mat, sleep refused to come. His parents' voices echoed in his mind. His heart longed for love, yet his pocket was empty. The next day, Daniel walked to the village market. He loved the noise, the smell of spices, the laughter of children. That was when he saw her. Grace stood behind a wooden table arranging tomatoes and onions. Her hair was tied back, her face bright with a smile that could soften even the hardest heart. Daniel felt his steps slow. His chest tightened. Something inside him whispered, "Talk to her." "Good evening," Daniel said, almost shyly. Grace looked up. Her smile widened. "Good evening. Do you want tomatoes?" Daniel nodded quickly. "Yes, just 3." He handed her coins with trembling fingers. Their hands touched for a moment, and Daniel felt warmth rush through him. That night, he thought about her. The way she smiled, the gentleness in her eyes. He promised himself he would return to that market again. Daniel found reasons to go to the market almost every day. Sometimes he bought onions, sometimes pepper, sometimes nothing important at all. What mattered was seeing Grace. They began to talk more. Grace told him she worked with her mother since her father had passed away. She spoke about her dreams of one day having her own small shop. One afternoon, as they sat on a bench after the market closed, Daniel asked, "Grace, you always look happy, even when the sun is hot and you are tired. How do you do it?" Grace smiled softly. "I believe happiness is a choice. If I wait for everything to be perfect before I smile, I may never smile at all." Daniel's heart stirred. Her words were simple yet powerful. He had never met anyone like her. Weeks passed. Their friendship grew into something deeper. Daniel knew he was falling in love, but each time he thought of marriage, fear gripped him. One evening, he confessed, "Grace, I want to be honest with you. I don't have money. My parents are asking me to marry, but I feel unready. How can I promise you anything when I have so little?" Grace took his hand gently. "Daniel, money is good, but money is not love. I don't need a golden palace. I just need a man who will respect me, love me, and walk with me through life." Her words broke the chains of fear inside him. He held his hand tighter, whispering, "Then maybe I have found what I have been searching for." At last, Daniel took Grace to meet his parents. His heart pounded as they entered the compound. Grace greeted them with respect, kneeling slightly as she offered water. His mother's eyes softened instantly. His father studied her quietly. Later that night, his father spoke to Daniel privately. "She is humble and kind. But my son, are you truly ready? Marriage is not about beauty alone. It is responsibility." Daniel looked into his father's eyes. His voice shook, but his words were strong. "Father, I may not have riches, but I have a heart willing to work. Grace believes in me even when I have nothing. I cannot let her go." His father nodded slowly. "If your heart is sure, then we will bless you."
The wedding day came. There were no golden decorations, no expensive cars, no loud music. But there was joy. There was love. Grace wore a simple white dress. Daniel wore his cleanest shirt. Friends and family gathered, clapping, laughing, singing. As Daniel held Grace's hands, he whispered, "I may be poor today, but with you by my side, I feel rich." Grace's eyes shone with tears. "And with you, Daniel, I feel safe." They were joined as husband and wife, and in that moment, under the open sky, they felt like the happiest people in the world. Marriage was not magic. The first months were difficult. Some days Daniel came home with little money. Sometimes they ate only bread and tea. But Grace never complained. She encouraged him. "Daniel," she would say, "don't give up. One day this little will grow into much." Her words were like fuel to his tired soul. He worked harder, taking small jobs, saving every coin. After 2 years of struggle, Daniel finally saved enough to open a small shop. It was not much, just a wooden structure with shelves, but it was his own. Grace stood beside him on the first day. "I told you," she whispered with a smile. "Small beginnings can lead to big stories." Business was slow at first, but Daniel kept pushing. Grace helped too, serving customers with her cheerful smile. Soon, people loved coming to their shop. Slowly, money began to flow. Years passed. The small shop grew bigger. Daniel expanded, selling more goods, hiring helpers. They moved into a better house, bought better clothes, lived a more comfortable life. But through it all, Daniel never forgot the days of hunger, nor the woman who stood by him when he had nothing. One evening, sitting on the porch with Grace, he held her hand and whispered, "I was poor when I met you, but you made me rich in the ways that matter most. Together, we built everything, and I will love you until my last breath." Grace smiled, leaning her head on his shoulder. "And I will walk with you, Daniel, in plenty and in little, in sunshine and in rain." Their story became one people in the village admired. Many said, "Love is not about riches. Love is about two hearts willing to fight for each other." Daniel and Grace proved that true love could grow even in the poorest soil. Their journey taught everyone that sometimes what you need most is not wealth, but a partner who believes in you. And as Daniel watched his children play in the yard years later, he whispered to himself, "I thought I needed money before marriage, but what I truly needed was love. With love, everything else